Hey guys,
I'm Ricky.
and I'm Bree.
And no matter how we're feeling,
We're gonna be dramatic about it.
Thank you for letting me have one, by the way.
Yeah, they're so good. We just need to be sponsored by Alani.
That would be bitchin'.
Oh, let's do a little cheers.
Oh. Cheers.
Cheers to our new setup.
Cheers to our new setup.
Our new comfy chairs that maybe aren't the most aesthetically pleasing, but they're comfy as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, this is just another temporary thing. Because I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Yeah, all the time.
But I envision us having like couch chairs.
Yeah.
Like one person chair, but it's like the vibe of a couch, fabric and comfy and whatever.
Yeah.
Fluffy, soft.
Yeah. I know the couch that we need to get, but the thing is they're very expensive. Like very expensive.
See, that's our problem, guys. These were free.
Yeah, like they're literally from my salon.
Yeah.
If for whatever reason you recognize them, you've probably been to my salon.
Yeah. She's just upgrading some things there, and then I was like, girl, we've been talking about getting just regular chairs instead of a couch.
Which is so, I don't know if we touched on this at all in our last episode, but we were at the salon when we were cutting. Our initial plan was not to cut Ricky's hair.
Yep.
It was just gonna wash it because he had a thing, and
no, I'm just kidding. I was gonna I didn't even say the joke and said I'm just kidding. I had lice.
Yeah, he had lice.
So she had to cut. I'm really good at talking.
Yeah, words are hard.
She had to wash my hair.
Yeah.
No, okay, so Bree is like family, which I think you guys have gotten the picture at this point.
Not like family, I am family, bitch.
Literally, chosen family.
Yeah.
And I will come over here in literally anything. I don't care what I'm wearing. I don't care how I look.
Neither of us care how we look. We're like,
yeah.
I could look like
trash.
I have looked like trash.
It's like, yeah, and so have I, but it's like, that you were going to say like, whoa, you didn't need to agree with that so fast.
No, it's true.
But it is for both of us. It's like, I feel like the way that I am, the amount of comfortable I am with you and coming over here and hanging out is equivalent to how I am with like my mom.
Yeah.
She doesn't make me uncomfortable or judge me at all or whatever. Yeah. And so like she has seen me at my worst, y'all. Yeah. So I am comfortable showing up. Yeah. Literally,
we don't care.
At all.
I think that there have been weeks where you guys probably can tell we don't give a fuck sometimes.
Yeah. Like if you're watching a video, one of our episodes, and I haven't shaved, like I'm not looking very cleanly shaved, that is because I just didn't give a shit enough. And I love to have a clean shaved face. I feel like I look best that way. But if that's happened, last night I was supposed to shave and I did, but I really didn't want to.
Yeah.
I was feeling real lazy last night.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I should. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. I came over to her house and my hair was a mess, y'all. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do my hair when I get there before we record. But then I get here and they were installing a new kitchen sink. And so the water in the house was shut off and was not accessible. And so I was like, okay, well, do you have like a spray bottle? And she said no. And then she's like, let's go to my salon and I'll wash your hair. And I was like, I mean, it's not wash day, but like, okay.
I'm like, I have that.
Sure.
I have a salon
I would love to
do your
see
hair.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the first time you saw the salon too.
And I said, is anyone there? Because I don't like people. And she said, no, we're closed. And I was like, hell fucking yeah. Let's go fuck some shit up.
The perks of having a bestie who owns a salon. Yeah. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Hell yeah.
And then we got there and I was like, no, you said.
I made a joke.
Yeah, he was like, what if we just like cut my hair?
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, so sit down.
No, because like having a bestie with something, like some sort of a talent or a job or whatever you will, like doing hair or like a mechanic or anything like that, having them do things like that for you quickly can become taking advantage. And so I really try to.
I'm going to stop you right there because you never could do that. Like I said to you, I would cut your hair every 4 weeks if you wanted to.
Yeah, she really enjoys it. But it's like, I just would never want her to feel taken advantage of. And I said the mechanic thing because Bailey knows a lot about cars. And so anytime he's willing to help me with a car thing, I feel bad because I'm like, I don't want you to feel taken advantage of.
Yeah, which again, he never would because he loves that shit. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's different.
And he loves me and you love me. And
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just kidding.
Right.
But I feel like, yeah, there are certain people where I feel like you just don't care. You're never going to feel taken advantage of. And it is what it is. Mm-hmm. And like, I think that's very rare to have that though, too. Because there are certain people where it's like, ask me one more time and I'll punch you in the face. Like, don't say shit to me. Just kidding.
It gets to a point with some people where it's like, okay, it's starting to really feel like that's the only reason you keep me around. Yeah. Is so I can cut your hair. Yeah. Or whatever.
Yeah. You know? Like when you're doing more for somebody than they... Not that they're doing for you, but like when you're constantly doing for somebody and there's like, that's all you're doing. Well,
it's kind of like the equivalent of like when you are only talking to somebody because they're asking you for something.
Exactly.
They never reach out unless they need something. Yeah. That's
when I feel like you feel taken advantage of and used and whatever. Yeah. But like that's not the case here. So.
Yeah, no.
So he was sat in my chair.
Yeah, it was wild, guys. It was cool.
And I cut his hair. And he got washed twice. We washed it. We washed everything.
Yeah, she washed me. She said she was going to wash my hair. So we go and sit down and she washes it and it's already done. I was like, that was kind of fast. I was kind of feel like a little bit chipped. Okay. Then we walk back over and she does some more shit with my hair. And then she's like, all right, we're going for the second wash. And I was like, oh, we get another one? Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then he got a double shampoo and a full scalp massage and a conditioner. It was great. Yep. And then a blow dry and a style.
Yeah. Yeah, it was wild. But you know what's funny is in the video from that night when we recorded, my hair was a little messy in the back. But
was it?
That's just because my hair is a bitch.
Yeah, you got that colic.
I got a fucking colic, guys, and it's
I do
not
too.
Fun.
I have one
almost
in
that
this
word, right?
It's like it's spelled like cowlick.
Okay.
But I think it's just like you just say colic. Like that's what everybody always said in school. Like my instructors always said like colic.
Okay.
Not colic.
But isn't colic a baby thing?
So a baby can be colicky.
Okay, yeah.
But it's spelled different.
Okay.
But also like a colic, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is also known as like a whorl, or it can be. Like it's just the pattern in which your hair grows.
Yeah. And I've struggled with it forever. Like I literally sometimes will go in the bathroom at work and I will like just glance down a little bit and I'll look up and there's like strands sticking up like alfalfa. So I like get my hand all wet and then I just fucking pat that shit, get that shit, knock that shit down. Otherwise it stands straight up and it's embarrassing and I don't like it.
I feel you.
So she's cutting my hair and she's like, I fucking hate your colic. And I was like, bitch, you're telling me.
Yeah.
You're motherfucking telling me. I'll
just shave it all off. It's fine. We'll just make you bald right where
all your hair grows. See, in my thought process, the first time you cut my hair, I was like, you can just like take a tweezer and grab every one of the little hairs that's doing that and just cut it at the root and just do that for all of them. And you're like, bitch, it's a big section.
Yeah, you'd be bald. You would literally have a bald spot.
I was like, oh, okay, then never mind. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
And then I think at the salon, that was when we talked about the chairs.
Yep. Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I'm getting rid of these. Like, I'm going to post them there on Facebook, whatever. Gonna sell them.
Why are you selling them? And you're like, because they'll sell.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to get rid of them. Like, they are very clunky chairs for the space I have in the salon. Like, I mean, just taking the two out, look how much more space there is with that bench instead. But then, Rick was like, well, what if we just take them and we use them for the podcast room?
Yeah, I mean...
And I was like, oh my God, I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just like, girl, we are missing an opportunity here. And so tonight, your girls worked their asses off and did all the work themselves.
We did. We really did. Yeah. We did so good. We even lifted a cabinet into the salon.
Yeah, which... Guys, she's stronger than me. I'm just going to say it.
I'm very strong.
I'm just a weak little bitch.
I'm very strong.
Yeah. I was struggling with shit and she's just like not struggling at all.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know.
Or maybe you just didn't show it. Me, I'm like,
no, I'm genuinely strong. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn here.
Yeah. But
I am. I feel like I always have been. And like, I don't know.
No, I have a theory that my strength is similar to the Hulk, where it really comes out when I'm angry.
Yeah.
So like if, for example,
If your adrenaline was going enough.
Yeah. If I saw somebody going after Rowan.
Yeah. And that's,
I feel for
but that's
them.
also
I
like a
feel for
real
that person.
thing. When your adrenaline is going, I think like you're scientifically proven to be at like your strongest.
Yeah.
But you know, they say like the human body never fully like shows how strong you are, like unless you're in a situation where like your body like needs to, like what is it, fight or flight situations.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm dissociating.
I saw. I noticed. He's like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Hey, bitches.
Oh, what's up, besties?
Well, welcome back. Happy
Welcome
Wednesday. I think I stole your line, but it's fine. Happy Wednesday.
No, you're good. Yeah, thank you so much for coming back to another episode of Dramatic AF, the podcast with your besties, Ricky and Bree. We're so fucking glad to have you.
Yeah, we are. With the new chairs, we're feeling like new bitches.
New bitches.
They're just comfy. Like, they really are comfy.
I am comfortable, y'all.
Like, the futon was good. It served its purpose.
Yeah.
And now we're on to better.
Oh, I think it's funny to think about how, like, it'll just be cool as time goes on to reflect as things change.
I know.
Like, the first thing being that, like, let's just talk about the first episode that we recorded.
The setup, the lighting. You guys don't even understand the lighting we used. My husband has like, they're like box lights, yeah, for construction purposes or painting. I think
these are box lights.
Yeah, but they're like I don't know, maybe
they're like mechanic construction lights.
Yeah, like I think they're Milwaukee. Maybe I
know they might be
or Stanley or yeah, maybe
something like that.
We know. You know, we're just.
I just had that. I'm pretty sure they're yellow and black, which I think is DeWalt.
Yeah. And I don't know, but they were fine.
They were bright as fuck. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this might not be bad.
They were also warm as fuck.
They were so yellow.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this looks like fucking cheap.
But we did it.
The quality of like the video was like, oh, this looks like 90s.
Yeah.
Materials.
Like warm.
What are we doing?
Yellow lighting.
Yeah.
And now look at us. We have impeccable lighting.
Yeah, we're great. So that was the first thing. Like, that was horrible. So I was like, okay, babe, but we have 2 weeks before I see you again. Can we please get better lighting? Because that was rough. So that was the first thing. And then, yeah, switching from that studio to this one and making it our own.
Like painting, doing the whole thing, like adjusting everything and having space.
Yeah, and having the space to do it.
Yeah, without feeling claustrophobic, because in our previous like studio room that we used, I have this like massive, it's like a craft desk. Yep. But it takes up a very large chunk of that room because it isn't small.
Yeah.
And I have like 2 computers on it, all my Cricut shit, whatever. And that was like the issue on why I feel like the videos were so close too. And we just didn't have like room.
Yeah.
We just outgrew it very fast.
Yes. And that's why I was so excited for this, because it's an empty room. What you're seeing is pretty much everything that's in here. Mm-hmm. And so getting behind the camera to really adjust it how we want it is just so much nicer.
And have the space, like to pull the camera back, the lighting, like do everything and not have a bunch of shit in here.
Yeah. Another thing about that room was that we're in Bree's house, which I'm sure everybody has figured out by now. And that room was basically, it started as a giant walk-in closet. So there wasn't really a reason for that room other than a little bit of like craft office work / a closet, which there was a whole section that was just a closet. And so when you have a big ass couch in that room, it becomes kind of like a giant dressing room when it's not being used as a podcast.
Yeah, very easy. Like like when you're in a rush, not so much me, because like at that time I was very much just stay at home. But like for Bailey in the morning when he's just going in there really quick to change, like he would just grab shit and whatever. And then like we would do laundry and like we would have piles of folded clothes and then we would have like shit that just was spread around the room. Like,
yeah. So it was like every time I came over, there was a cleaning up of laundry before we could get to recording.
Because it's like we didn't care about it because it is the master bedroom in our house, but now our bedroom is on the top floor of our house because my daughter is up there and we want to be next to her.
Right.
But we didn't use that room. It didn't have really a purpose for anything except for our clothes and then the podcast and I mean my craft stuff, which I don't use a whole lot, but yeah.
Yeah, it just became like with that room just had too many, it just wore too many hats, if you will.
Yes.
And then it just made it more complicated when it was time to record because it's like that was a whole process of like getting it ready. And like if anybody is judging the fact that laundry had to be cleaned up before we could get to recording, y'all need to shut up because how many fucking times have you emptied out a basket of clothes on your bed and then left it there or moved it to the side while you slept?
Yep.
Bitch, I don't do that. But a lot of fucking people do. That's very common and very normal. Me, I fold a load as soon as it's done in the dryer just because I don't know what it is, but I really can't stand wrinkles.
I don't like wrinkles either, and I feel like that drives me insane. And that's one thing I feel like we have been staying on top of more too now because like I cleaned out that whole entire room. Like if you guys could see that room, the before and after of when I organized and cleaned, it is like it's still lived in. It's still a loved room. Like there's still some things we have to go through. It's not impeccable, but like it is clean.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
And now we've been staying on top of laundry like more.
Yeah, I am not perfect when it comes to laundry. Like I will get to the point where it's like, oh, well, there's like maybe a load at the bottom of the basket, so I don't have to do it. Like we definitely have enough clothes to get through a few days, but then a few days later the basket's completely full and now I've got at least 2 to 3.
I hate laundry. I think laundry is like my number one most hated chore.
Yeah.
I almost said chore.
Try. Right now I can hardly breathe.
Let's just talk about how crazy my fucking life is this weekend for a minute.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna like. I was gonna have you sit down and be like, I feel like you are stressed and I feel like you need someone to vent to about your stress. Not just what we talked about earlier, but like just like stuff in general. Cause I'm getting worried about you, girl.
Life is just insane. There's just so much shit. Like everything is insane right now. Everything. It feels like my life is in shambles. And I'm just go nonstop.
Yeah.
Like I don't have like a break. Or I haven't gotten a break. You know, to just
that's
like
what it
chill.
sounds like.
It's been insane. And some of it's like self-inflicted, I feel. But like a lot of it is just, I mean, I just don't have time for myself ever.
Yeah.
In the past 13 months, I've not had a single day to just myself. I have not had a day where I have been alone and been able to do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Which I think like it's fine because obviously that's like a part of having kids and whatever, and I'm not complaining about it because every moment I spend with Rowan I just absolutely fucking love because like I know one day I'm not going to be spending every day with her.
Yeah.
You know?
But at the same time you do need to prioritize yourself sometimes too. And I feel like a lot of new parents forget that and they don't take the time to prioritize themselves, and it's just like it's just going to end up being bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's rough.
Like Kirsty is a stay-at-home mom. She's the hardest working girl I know. Love you, babes. But that's her life, is like a stay-at-home mom. Like she does a lot of fucking shit for her family. And once in a while she can get away and come to my house for a night and have like a girly girl sleepover.
Yeah, which
and
is good.
It's good and it's nice and it's necessary. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should come over.
That'd be fun.
You can get away.
That'd be a lot of fun. It'd be
And
nice
then-
to just get out for a night. And like, I mean, we've had nights out and stuff like that. I shouldn't say that because we've definitely had nights away from Rowan. But I mean, like, you know, you don't get to prioritize yourself in the way that you used to.
Yeah.
Where like I could have a whole day to myself and do whatever the fuck I want from the moment I get up until the moment I go to bed.
Yeah.
I haven't had that, which I think that'd be really nice. It'd feel really good. Even just a few hours.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But life is just insane. Being like I wear like Bailey and I have this conversation a lot where I feel like I wear a lot of hats. Like I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a student, I am a
Stripper.
a salon owner. Like or a business woman, I guess, whatever. But it's just my life is constant. Like here's a day in the life of Brianna. I wake up in the morning, I get my daughter up. We do our thing. We spend the day together. If we have to run some errands, we do our errands. We're usually back here by nap time. And then I wait for Bailey to get home when Bailey gets home.
Hold on. I think you're forgetting something. If nap time happens.
Oh, yeah.
Is she relaxing?
No. I'm trying to either do stuff around the house, do work from home or school. And then when she's up, back to spending time with her. And I try to have like my entire focus on her when I am with her because that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like I don't, everything else can wait. It's fine. And then Bailey comes home. When he gets home, I get a few minutes with them and then I get my shit together and I go to work. Usually until close, depending on the night, like how busy it is, what all needs to be done, stuff like that. And then I come home. Usually it's me that puts her to bed because I enjoy to rock her and snuggle with her. And I enjoy that one-on-one time. And then we get to maybe watch like an episode of a TV show or two. And then it's bedtime. And then all over again.
Yeah. And like that doesn't include the nights that you're also in charge of making dinner or if you're in charge of cleaning up. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And the nights that you're in charge of helping with getting Rowan's baths taken care of because that girl is a messy girl when she eats.
Oh my God, especially with spaghetti.
Oh my goodness, her whole belly gets covered in it.
It's wild. She gets everywhere, all over in her hair, her face, her eyes, because then she rubs her face. It's like, dude, chill out.
I'm bathing. What?
Yeah, this is my spaghetti bath.
Yeah, I'm also eating it. What about it?
Yeah, what's the problem here? I don't have one. I will say, like, I am thankful to have a partner that does take over like dinner duty and like he'll do baths like if he does dinner when I'm not home because that does happen a lot. Like he'll make dinner when I go to work and then I'll come home and eat dinner once I'm home. Like then it's cooked and he'll give Rowan her bath and like basically get her ready. He does that every night, basically has her ready for bed by the time I get home. Yeah. So then I can just take her up and usually just change her butt and then we can get to rockin'.
Yeah.
So it is, I think it's important to have somebody who wants to help and enjoys to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like life is insane.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, it will slow down. After this weekend, it'll slow the fuck down.
Yeah. Especially
until December.
It's time to hibernate. For winter.
That's not going to happen for me.
You got to make it, girl.
December. Do you want to hear my weekend lineup? Because I'm busy every single weekend.
In December?
Every single weekend.
Why?
So the first weekend, which I believe is December 7th, I'm having like my grand reopening / holiday jingle and mingle. Okay. I'm having like vendors come into the salon and like we're doing a big giveaway and like a mini grand giveaway or a mini I can't remember what the girls wanted to call it, but so that's like a whole thing. That's that for Saturday. So like Sunday, Monday I'll have time to relax, but then Sunday's Taylor's birthday. So I'm sure we'll do dinner or something.
What's the date?
December 8th.
Okay.
And then that following weekend, we're supposed to be going to Duluth for like a Bentleyville trip with, who knows at this point if we're going to be staying for the weekend or what. I've been trying to plan this with my family for honestly weeks at this point. But we are supposed to be going to Duluth for Bentleyville with everybody. And then the following weekend is the weekend of the 21st, and that is my family Christmas out of town. And then the weekend after that is another family Christmas down in the cities. Wow. And then we're basically in January.
God, that's insane. Mm-hmm. Ah, you poor little lady. I mean, things change when you get into a relationship and you go from just celebrating holidays with your family to celebrating it with your family and the person you're with. And so that was an adjustment, obviously. But I don't think it wasn't last year, but the year before, I think we had like 5 different things that we ended up going to, and it was fucking torture. I was like, this is too fucking much.
Not last year, but the year before, we had 7 different Thanksgivings.
That's insane.
In like the span of 2 days.
That sounds like that episode of Gilmore Girls.
It was awful. And after that, I told Bailey, we're never doing that again.
Yeah.
And now here we are about to do it again.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. And so I don't know what ended up happening, but last year, I think there was a decent amount of things that were planned, but for whatever reason, Corey and I couldn't do all of it. And it was totally justified, and there was reasons behind why we couldn't. But we only ended up doing like 2 or 3 things total for Christmas time. And it's almost as if he thinks the world is going to end if he doesn't go to all of his family things. Like, they're going to shun him and never speak to him again.
Yeah.
He's a very dramatic boy, my husband. And so we were talking about how we've got a lot of stuff this year. And I was just like, and then he said, but honestly, it's kind of like, it was coming to us because we like bailed on a couple of things last year, and it's like we had every reason to, like, we needed to, because things just didn't work out last year. But it's like, honey, the world didn't end.
Yeah, everything was okay.
Nobody like shunned you, and everybody still loves you.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you're right. Like, it's so something doesn't work out again. Like, it's not gonna kill us.
It will be okay. Yeah. I feel like once we had Rowan, and after that year or 2 of like having the 7 fucking Thanksgivings and all the different holidays, because essentially our family, like my family and Bailey's family, it's almost like having 2 sets of divorced parents.
Yeah.
You know, our families are kind of divided in that way. So it's like we have to have 2 sets of holidays for his family and 2 sets for my family, which adds up to 4 separate events, typically, or more, depending on how things end up and what's going on with our families.
Right.
So last year, we had Rowan, which was a beautiful excuse to stay home for Thanksgiving. So we didn't go anywhere, which was great. But then Christmas came around, and that we made the decision that we are going to alternate holidays every year. So like this Thanksgiving, we're with his family.
Okay.
And we're still doing something with his dad. Like, we're with his mom's side. And then like the 30th, we're doing something with like his dad. And then we're doing a Thanksgiving the Saturday before with my family. So like we'll have 3, but it's spread out, so it's not going to be so crazy.
Yeah.
And then like we have a whole setup, like Christmas. The day before Christmas Eve, we're staying at his mom's house for the night. We're celebrating Christmas that night. That morning, so Christmas Eve morning, we'll be going to his grandparents to swing by and like give them their gifts and visit. And then we're coming back here to host Christmas Eve with his dad and his sister. And then Christmas Day, we're hosting my family here.
Jeez.
So like it's insane. Christmas, I feel like, is the one where you can't really alternate. Like Christmas Eve is always his mom's side, and Christmas Day has always been like my side of the family. And like it works out, but like Easter and Thanksgiving, we're just alternating, like kind of because I don't know.
No, that makes sense.
It's not really alternating when you're still doing events with everybody, but at least it's not all in one day.
Well, I've heard of people like not alternating; they just go to both. But like it gives them an excuse to only go for a little bit to each.
See, and that's really hard with our families. And I'm not trying to bash anybody by any means. Just letting whoever's listening know.
Yeah.
It's really tough when you have one family who is very like same time all the time, and that never changes, which is fine. And you have another part of the family where they feel like they have to work around everybody else's schedule, and it's not fair to them. So that's why we can't do like both events in a day.
Because like my example was like those things are happening all day for between the 2 things they have to go to. So they start at the first place for a few hours in the morning, and then they leave around, like 2 or 3 and go to the other place and stay there until like 5 or 6 or whatever. Yeah. And then they go home. They get a little bit of both. So for some, but I guess just for some people, that kind of a situation doesn't really work. And that's understandable. But I don't know if I even told you this, but my family's not doing Thanksgiving this year.
Honestly, that's nice.
It's not.
It's a bummer because you can't get together with your family,
Yeah,
but like
just my family. Like I really enjoy those parties and stuff. They just mean a lot to me.
Well, your family's so large.
Yeah.
There's so many of you that I feel like it's words. It's almost rare for all of you to be together like that. So I feel like that does make it more sentimental.
Sure. Like the Christmas party that we have every year, pretty much everyone goes to that. Mm-hmm. It's a Thanksgiving that's like not as big. Mm-hmm. Because some people have other options that they can do, but the Christmas party is never on Christmas. It's always like scheduled sometime around that. So that's why everyone makes it to the Christmas party. But as far as Thanksgiving goes, a lot of us go. Mm-hmm. It's just that we normally do it at my brother's house.
Phil?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they have a decent sized house. Mm-hmm. And
we have that many bodies, you have to have space.
Oh my God, yeah.
Otherwise, it's not comfortable.
And you guys were just talking about my siblings, my nieces and my nephews. There's a lot of us.
There's 40.
I have 8 siblings and 21 nieces and nephews. And that's including some of them have a partner.
That's including their partners or not including?
That is including their partners.
Okay.
Yeah. Without them, it's 19.
Damn.
19 nieces and nephews. I have
one.
one.
And then you have like... you have a nephew that has like kids.
I have
a
niece.
Couple.
I have a niece that has a kid. My godson / great nephew, because I'm a great uncle, y'all. I'm old as fuck. Okay,
I'm a grandpa basically.
Basically, and then I have a nephew who has 2 sweet little babies, and then I have another nephew who just had 1 baby. So there's a lot, and
I had a shiver.
There's a lot, and it's not everybody can make it to Thanksgiving, which is totally fine, but regardless, we need to have it in a place that's a decent size. So my brother's normally the one that throws it, and they are in the process of building a house.
They are.
And / preparing and doing all the things that come with that, and they're moving relatively soon. I am not 100% certain on their plans, but I do know that they've got a lot going on with that, which I, can imagine.
So, and when you're moving, you don't want to host a holiday.
Right.
That's like nearly impossible.
Yeah, they're under a lot of stress with all that. So,
and when your house is like, you're in boxes, you're packed up, how do you host?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea at what stage they're at or what stage they're in as far as the moving part of it goes. But I would assume, regardless, they've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
So they're not wanting to do Thanksgiving. And
fair.
Yeah, totally fair. And so I might get together with my mom and a couple of my siblings. I don't know for sure. And then Corey told me that there's like his aunt wants us over for Thanksgiving or something like that. So at least I'll have something to do, which will be nice. But yeah, I'm not going to get to see a lot of my family on Thanksgiving, which makes me a little sad because it's like one of the only times in the year that I really get together with a lot of them, so it's a little
at least
sad.
Christmas will be here before you know it. You'll be celebrating with them soon.
Yeah, but speaking of my family Christmas party, do you know what is my favorite part of my family Christmas party?
Secret Santa.
Yes, yeah, basically. Every year, I am the one that organizes the whole thing because I'm an office-y, organized bitch.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so what are you going to do this year?
I love it.
I know.
So tell me why my sister texted me the other day and said, just wondering if you and Corey would want to be doing the Christmas exchange thingy. And I said, yes. And I would like to be in charge of it like I am every year.
That's my job. That's my sole duty of the family.
What I was born for. It's my destiny.
You're like, that's what my purpose is.
I'm the chosen one.
For Secret Santa.
She said, I can't guarantee that.
Okay, so then you need to fucking take charge and start a group chat. And here's what you're going to do. Let me tell you before you even tell me another word.
Okay.
So, I don't know what the app is called, but I can get it for you. There is an app that you can use that it will assign you. So everybody signs up for Secret Santa that wants to sign up, and it assigns you your person. And then in this app, you're able to put like your likes or your wants or whatever, like if you want to, and you can use that to buy your gifts for your person.
I love asking somebody, if I have to buy them a gift, I love asking them like 5 questions just to gauge things that they like.
And that's what that app does.
And using that to get them a gift that they're really going to like. It's my favorite.
I feel like you should do that. I'll ask
That's
Chloe.
a really great idea.
I can ask Chloe what the app is because we're doing Secret Santa at work. And I think we were going to use that. Yeah. Use that app. Or maybe.
Because we have run into troubles with, like, we'll get. I'll think of a wish.
Wish for a better tomorrow.
I don't believe that if you tell people your wish, that it won't come true. Because if it's meant to happen, it will.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish that Donald Trump does not become the president.
Retweet.
I love you.
Yeah, re-fucking tweet.
Retweet that shit.
Yeah, and pin it.
Yeah. No, so we... that's a great idea because we have had people that got assigned a person and then other people are like, you can't have that person be having that person because they don't even know them.
And see, that's the glory of the app because no matter who it is, they already had to pre-fill out something and you get it.
That's what I'm saying, girl.
I'll get it for you. I'll send it to you and then this is what you're going to do. You're going to take control. You're going to take reign of your duties and your job and what you were born to fucking do. And you're going to send it out to your family like, hey, bitches, Merry fucking Christmas. I'm the Secret Santa, like, person.
Hey guys, it's Santa Claus.
Yeah,
ho,
Santa,
ho, ho.
Santa, your fucking self, himself, herself, themself, you Santa Claus, Ricky girl.
That's me. So
yeah, and you're gonna send it out, and you're gonna just take reign.
Yeah,
and you can't guarantee shit my fucking ass because it's my job, and I'm taking reign.
I was like, what do you mean you can't guarantee that?
So that's what you're going to do. You're going to organize it in a group chat and I will get you the app and you're going to say, here's what we're all going to do. You ain't going to take shit from nobody.
Yeah.
Because this is your job.
For sure.
I'm just telling you.
Well, okay. So then a couple days later, if that, I was texting with her and then all of a sudden she called me while I was at work and I can work at my desk while talking on the phone sometimes if I need to. And so I just had a conversation while I was working. And so we were talking about it and she was like, no, I was really just curious. I was trying to figure out who was going to be involved and who wasn't. And then I was just like, yeah, because like that's like my favorite thing to do. And like, I really don't want anyone taking it from me, like whatever. And she's like, you took it from me, right? And I was like, what?
The lore.
I know, right? She's like, yeah, like a few years ago, you had gotten like a brand new pack of pens or something. You were really excited about it. You're like, my handwriting's better than yours. Let me just do it.
You know what?
And I was like,
the shoe fits.
I know.
Yeah, it makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah.
But again, it's your job. You do it better.
I am that bitch. Girl, last year, I literally printed out everyone's name on red paper. With Christmas font. And that's the paper that we use for drawing names. That was festive AF, motherfucker.
Yeah, and now you don't even have to do that because you're going to have an app and you're going to take over and you're going to take control. You're going to take what is yours back.
That did kind of make me feel bad a little bit. So I think we're going to kind of double team it. We're going to work together to get it all done.
I think you just tell her this is what I'm thinking. Good idea. I'm sending it.
Yeah. Hey, I found this app and I think it's gonna make our lives a lot fucking easier. I was actually also thinking of using a spin the wheel app to have it. I mean, unless you're saying this thing picks them for you.
It does. It's like the generated thing.
Yeah,
it just gives you somebody and nobody knows. Yeah. Unless you want to spoil it, but then you get what you need to get them the gifts that you want.
Yeah, no, I love that.
Because that's what we're doing at work is like and you could always do this when you're back in person too, where everybody fills out a sheet with your likes, your dislikes, what you're okay with getting and what you don't want. That's what we do. And like we have it all pinned on the bulletin board in the back. Yeah. And we're waiting to draw names or whatever the fuck we're doing. I don't know. I don't think we're using the app this year. just because we are bringing on new people. So like we weren't really sure who was all going to do it and whatnot.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know, like if it just makes it easier with a large group of people versus, I mean, your group isn't like huge.
No, there's like 10 of us.
Yeah.
9.
I feel like that's manageable when it gets to like.
Well, and that's why the app would be good because then you ain't got to do that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody types it in. You're only worried about yourself, and then you get your name and you see what somebody wants.
Yeah. I love this shit. I eat this shit up. I actually am very, very into being like Santa Claus, y'all. I have a fucking system. Last year I perfected it and it was so much fun. I bought these really big black bags and they fit a roll of wrapping paper and all the other supplies. And so that's like what I was keeping all my supplies in anytime that I needed to like pull it out to start wrapping presents. So then I'm working through all the presents that I bought for people last year and creating like this present mountain. It wasn't huge or by any means, but like it was looking really cute and festive as shit. Yeah. And I was loving it. And then I was able to use that bag to carry the fucking presents to the party.
It's you, bitch.
It was so much fun.
Ho, motherfucker.
I was like, I'm using stickers, little name tag thingies, and bows, and cute ass wrapping paper. I was having a great motherfucking time last year. I was like, I feel jolly AF. Oh my God.
Yeah, as you should.
It was great. And I'm so excited for this year. Also, we're exchanging presents?
Yeah, I think we should do it on the podcast.
I'm so excited for that. I also wanted to get something for Bailey,
too. Do you want to do Secret Santa?
Yeah. I actually know this app. My friend Tali about it. No, that's funny. Also, before I forget, I wanted to tell you that we have a number one fan.
Who? Anna?
No. Well.
Bailey?
No.
Who?
Mindy.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So out of nowhere, a couple days ago, I was sitting at home. And girl, I was bored. Yeah. I've just been feeling bored. My husband works nights a lot of the time these days.
Oh, yeah. Your time is spent differently than you used to.
And so I'm just sitting at home and I'm just like, I've been finding myself just like waiting to go to bed so that I can so I can wake up and go to work the next day so I can do it all over again. And it's like, this is so boring. Like I did laundry and I had dinner and it's like, what else do I have to live for?
Yeah.
Not to be dramatic, but you know. Anyway, so I'm just sitting there like bored out of my motherfucking mind. So I hit up Jamie and I'm like, hey girl, you want to hang out? And because we were talking about hanging out this week anyway, and she was unavailable. So I texted Mindy and I said, hey girl, you want to hang out? And then like an hour later, she calls me because she got off work and she was like, yeah, come over. And I was like,
I love Mindy.
Oh my God. Okay. I fucking will. It was raining. So I was like, I don't really want to drive in that. Because driving in the rain at night is scary.
Yeah. At night, it's not fun.
Everything's so shiny.
And if you got astigmatism, you ain't seeing shit.
Yeah.
Which I do. It's fucked.
Yeah. Do you remember that ad? What was that ad? Do you remember that commercial? When we were growing up, the twin blondes. I have an astigmatism.
And I don't.
That shit was funny as hell. But yeah, so that whole thing, I was just like, fuck, you know what? Fuck it. It's only 20 minutes. I can do that. I'll be over. So I go to her house and we're hanging out. And she tells me, just so you know, I've listened to literally every episode. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, I listen to it every week. And we were talking about how there's somebody that me and her both know who is just not a very reliable person. And it kind of feels like this person is only reaching out to you when they need something, like we were talking about earlier. And we were just kind of going back and forth about how that can just be frustrating and whatnot. And then we talked about how her and I don't really reach out to each other very often and everything. And then she just, as the night's going on, is spewing out random pieces of information. My job promotion that I hadn't talked to her about, Rowan's name.
Really?
Yeah, just like random shit. I was like, wow. She's like, yeah, so I think that's part of why I don't reach out very much, because I feel like I'm hanging out with you every week. And I was like, oh shit.
So cute.
Oh shit.
I miss seeing her. We used to go see her at Baker Square all the time.
I know.
All the motherfucking time.
Crazy to me, because at the time, I worked there for a minute.
Yeah.
And with this girl, Amber, who was pregnant and now has a 10-year-old.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Time is fake. I feel like we got to get together with Mindy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't seen her since your wedding reception.
No, I adore her.
She's good shit.
She's awesome.
I literally love her.
Wild, dude. She'll be telling you a story.
Yeah.
And then, like, okay, I'll just give you an example. Yeah, so we were at the movies and we were hanging out, and then I ran into Tom and Melinda. Tom and Melinda have been married for like 5 years. It's crazy because like Tom was in the army for like 2 or 3 years, and then he got hurt. He broke his leg. When he was in the hospital, he met this guy named Jim. Now, Jim, let's talk about Jim for a minute. 5 minutes later, we're like way over here, and we started at Tom and Melinda.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
How did we even get here?
I laughed. I was like, the way you tell stories is wild. And she was like, I know, I have ADD, and it's crazy. I've never heard anyone talk like that. I was just like, holy shit, you are taking me on a ride.
Yeah, you're like, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it was a great time. We really should hang out with her.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I got to catch up with her at your wedding, though, and that was really nice because I miss her. She's good shit, like I said, like 10 times now.
I'm so glad you've met her because she is like my chosen big sister.
Yeah,
for sure.
She's so fun.
I've always looked up to her because she's 39. And so...
Which is fucking crazy because Miss Girl, you look so fucking good.
Yeah, I know.
You do not look 39 at all.
Yeah.
You look the same as you did when I first met you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
She's aging like fine wine in the summertime.
Sure. If that's what you say.
I do. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Since you have seen me, like, for the past, 2-3 weeks now? Do you notice anything different?
I was going to say, did you do something to your hair?
I did.
Because it doesn't look so choppy.
What do you mean? Choppy?
It looked really bad last week. No, I'm just kidding. It looked like there was a lot of blonde happening in the front, but not so much throughout. And now it looks like... I'm so fucking glad I noticed. That looks really pretty.
I don't know how it looks right now because it's probably a shit show after the fucking day I've had. But yeah, I got it done on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I'm on my way to being more blonde.
Yeah, honestly,
just overall, like, I just want to be lighter because I've been so dark for so long.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're gonna be friends with me, then you're gonna have to expect honesty. I should get that tattooed. Shit. That's
okay.
a good motherfucking quote.
Pop off.
I wasn't a huge fan of like the chunk of blonde like framing your face while the rest of it wasn't that color. That's just because like it's not my style, but I wasn't going to tell you that while that was going on because I didn't want you to feel like you looked bad because you didn't. But it's just like that's not a hairstyle that I'm like a huge fan of, but it wasn't my hair.
Yeah, it
But,
wasn't.
like, you look amazing right now.
Thank you.
Not that you didn't then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so... Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
do be telling.
I wanted to get it done because we had salon photos and then family photos today. So I wanted to have like fresh hair for that.
Oh, okay. Smart.
This is my second time lightening my hair. It like, recently because I went a little bit blonder maybe like a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And then, I was like, please, somebody, Crystal, do my hair.
Yeah.
Make me blonde. So she did on Wednesday.
Is it like a whole process getting, like,
Yeah.
you have to do it slowly?
Yeah, if you want to have hair.
Yeah.
I feel like some people's hair lifts like a dream. Some people you can get light in like a session. Other people, you have to build to it. Now, I had like other colors in my hair and like permanent colors that we're like currently breaking through and doing all the things. So eventually I will be able to be a lot lighter, but it will take a little bit of time. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that because my hair do be really fucking healthy still. It just
and that
looks like a mess. Because
is that because you're taking your time?
Yeah, plus I feel like
You're
my
being
hair
gentle with it.
My hair is just it's always been really healthy.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to fry the fuck out of my hair, so.
Yeah, my hair's I've always been really blessed with super soft hair. These are burpy.
Yeah, they make you very burpy.
That's crazy.
But they're really good.
Yeah.
I don't know why they make you so burpy.
I think I tried the peach. Oh,
It's gone.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
they're
funny.
good. They're really good. The cherry slush is by far my favorite.
Yeah?
I think it's the best. Yeah.
What are the other flavors?
They have a lot. Like a lot.
Did you have a lot in your fridge?
We had bought a pack of 18 at Sam's Club. I think it was 18, maybe I think it's 18. I think it came with peach, juicy peach. Well, juicy peach is the one. And then cherry slush and cosmic stardust or something like that. And
Random.
yeah, I really like the Hawaiian shaved ice, the cherry slush. The peach is okay. It's not my favorite, but cosmic stardust, if that is what it's called, I can't really remember, is not really my jam. It's okay. It's like kind of grapey. And
okay.
Like it's not bad. But
Why did I think like cosmic stardust sounded like it would be grapey?
Well, and the can's purple.
Grapey.
Grapey.
I'm pretty sure that using the word grape instead of without the G was like the way that you say it on TikTok these days for censoring issues.
Rapist.
Oh, that's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in.
It is.
I've been there all night, Ariana. I've been there all day, Nicki Minaj. And I got me walking side to side. I'm talking to you. See you standing over there with your body. Do you recognize what I was doing?
Yes, Ariana Grande.
Well, do you recognize this?
Yeah, her dance.
No. What? Was it a dance?
Yeah, I thought it was.
A dance. It was from the music video. She's literally on a bike, like an exercise bike.
I think it's like supposed to be kind of like dancey because she's going to the beat.
Yeah, 100%. And I remember when I used to work at Subway, if that song was on, no matter what I was doing, I would walk in place. Like I don't know if I wasn't fully stepping, but I would pick up my heels. But almost like you're cycling? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And I would whip my hair back and forth, and I would just be like, yeah.
What hair?
And I would get my workout. It was a great time.
Yeah.
If I'm going to work out, it's going to be to that song.
Yeah, why not?
And then I'll stop right after.
And then we're done.
I got my workout in.
That was a good 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
Literally. Yeah, it's a great time. God, I love that song.
What were you going to tell me?
But I wanted to tell you that I bought a bottle of 100% acetone.
For your nails?
For my nails.
Your nails.
Because I had heard that some people on the webs were using 100% acetone with a little brush.
Yeah.
To clean up the edges. And I was like, oh, I'm such a perfectionist that I need that.
Yeah.
So I bought a bottle of it, right, y'all? Mm-hmm. And I sit down to do it for the first time at my dining room table. I poured that shit into a Pepto-Bismol cup.
Idiot.
Because it was basically a garbage cup, right? Like it's just like one of those little shot glass cups that you get with Pepto-Bismol. And I think it was just garbage. And so I was like, oh, this will be perfect because I just need a little, whatever. So I get it all ready. I go sit down. I put it on the table. And then I start doing my thing. And I'm like, okay, time to get going. So I grab the cup to put it like somewhere else so that I can get the process started. The bottom of the cup was still on the table, but the rest of the cup was in my hand, and I was like, what?
Pro tip, use a shot glass.
Oh, baby. Now that's an idea. Mm-hmm. Because it ate through the plastic of the fucking cup. Mm-hmm. How am I supposed to know that happened? I don't know. But,
you done fucked up, and you fucked around and found out.
Yeah.
That shit do be powerful.
I'm going to have to show you. I'll have to show you guys, too. I'll put a picture on the screen. You sent me it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but show them for sure.
I will put it on the screen.
It's funny.
I fucked up my dining room table, y'all. Everything that was in the cup, obviously, poured out. And it ran underneath my mouse pad. And now there's just a fucking
Is that
chunk.
Jocelyn's table?
Uh-huh.
Did she know?
Yeah.
Then what did she say?
Okay, so, now there's a chunk of the veneer missing. I had to literally sand the table to get, like, all of the like
Yeah.
fucking sticky stuff off of it. Then I used some cleaner to really clean it off, and now it's smooth, but there's a whole fucking chunk of veneer missing. So that's great. Now, in my mind, I swear I remember Jocelyn had said something about how like, y'all, I mean, like nobody really uses dining room tables anymore, so if y'all want to get rid of this, I'm okay with that. But then we started using it as a computer table, and so I was under the impression that she was cool with just like
Getting rid of it one
getting
day.
rid of it, throwing it away, donating it, or something along those lines. So I wasn't too afraid to tell her. And then she came downstairs and I showed her and she was like, oh, baby. Oh, no. I told you to be careful. And I was like, I know. And I was. I was so
Yeah.
careful. I put it in that cup really carefully.
When you don't know
How was I
how
supposed to know I was gonna
powerful and
eat
like
it?
strong that shit is.
Yeah,
Eat
but,
through
like-
plastic.
Who fucking thought it could do that?
I mean,
And then when I was cleaning it,
Google is free.
I know, but I thought I was, being careful about putting it into a specific dish. I just didn't realize it could eat through plastic. So then I'm cleaning up the table. I'm getting this fucking veneer all over my finger, and it won't come off. So I use acetone. It came right off.
That shit, I put that shit on everything.
It came right fucking off. That was nice. But yeah, and then from there, I just poured it into the lid of the bottle, and then it was fine.
Yeah.
But it's just like, fuck, man. Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, use a shot glass.
Good to know.
Pro tip.
Good to know, y'all. Also, in case anybody does care about nail stuff, I saw on TikTok this hack that when you finish your manicure and you think it's like pretty close to dry, that if you run it under cold water or put it in a cup of ice water, that it really solidifies the manicure. But then I saw somebody comment and say, fuck that, just use the CeraVe.
CeraVe.
Nope. CeraVe, something like that. Top coat.
Oh.
And it's like SECHEV something.
Sure.
And it's a top coat. And it literally says you can use it on any kind of nail polish or I think maybe even gel polish. And it dries, leaving...
My mouth made.
And it dries, leaving like a hardened gel-like finish. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. And it's only like $8, like a regular top coat.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to get that. I'm going to try that. And girl, when I tell you that shit dried like that, that's the first time since I've been doing my nails where it actually felt dry quickly. And I was like, that's so fucking nice.
They used to have a spray that you would spray on your
You told me
nails.
that.
No, it wasn't me.
Somebody did then.
Yeah, they used to have a spray where you
was
would
Jocelyn.
just spray your nails and it would like dry in 30 seconds or some shit like that. And we always used it. However, I don't know how well. I can't remember if it worked super well,
I will
or
say
not.
this shit worked really well. Although there is some chipping happening.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I think that it might be the actual
Polish.
because it's L'Oreal.
I didn't even know they made nail polish.
I know, but I'm copying a manicure from that girl on Instagram.
Yeah.
From like 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And I found it on eBay because I really wanted it to be exactly what she had because that's just who I am. But yeah, I think it might just be because it's that. So I'm excited because I have well, actually my next manicure is China Glaze. Is that any good?
I feel like it's good, but it chips.
Great. Well, I was going to say...
Beach. I thought we were going to get our nails did.
Yeah, but you are booked and blocked tomorrow.
Next weekend.
Okay, well...
Because I will actually need a fill by that time.
All right, cool.
I
Sounds good
can
to
make
me.
this go until then.
All right, sounds good to me. But, yeah, I have been watching Buffy.
Yeah.
I'm doing a rewatch of Buffy. And in season 3, she's, like, real girly. Mm-hmm. And she was wearing, like, this, like, bright pink nail polish.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want nails like that. She got such a pretty color. So I found, like, an electric pink, really bright pink from China Glaze.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna get that. So I got that. So we'll see if it chips as like this one has a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then we'll know if it's the nail polish or if it's the
Top coat.
the top coat that's just not that great. I'm hoping it's just the nail polish because like some of these nails still look amazing. Because I by the time I see Bree, it's almost time to redo my nails. Mm-hmm. I do them every Saturday, Sunday, and then redo them the next following Saturday or Sunday. And today is Friday, so I will be redoing them tomorrow or the next day or whatever. But yeah, I'm hoping that it's not the top coat. That's not great because I really liked how fast it dried. It was so nice. And then also I bought some nail polish from holotaco.com, which is like a YouTuber named Christine from Canada. And she's her videos, like there's a wall of nail polish behind her. Like she has a nail polish obsession. And she just got pretty successful with YouTube over the years, and then eventually was able to start her own company. And so I bought a bright, like Rugrats Tommy blue color from her.
Yeah.
And the quality of the bottle is so good.
Yeah.
And the fucking whatever the handle, if you will, has like a little bit of like a velvet feeling to it.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's soft, and it just feels like you can get a good grip on it. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice. But they're like, it was like $14 for that bottle.
You pay for the packaging, I'm sure, and the name, and I'm sure she's more of a small business than anything.
A little bit, but also
like growing business. Maybe.
It's been going for 5 years.
Yeah.
But also it's she has a huge nail polish love and passion.
Yeah.
So she really has always talked about how she wanted to create a really good quality product.
Yeah.
And so she was like, I'm not going to put out anything that I wouldn't want to use myself. And I want it to be good, like really good quality shit. Her website is full of shit.
Yeah.
But she's got this really sparkly, glittery red for Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting that shit. I'm gonna eat it up. I can't fucking wait.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for my next nails. I probably could do the ombre look another time. Can I just talk about my traumatizing moment of the day? I know
please.
We already talked about it, but I just still cannot get over all of what happened with Rowan in the bathroom.
Oh my God, you guys.
The scariest, and I'm not even kidding you, like the scariest fucking thing I think that has ever happened to me, honestly, like happened today.
Yeah.
And Ricky already knows the story because obviously I didn't tell you everything on Snapchat because I was going to tell you on the podcast, but then I just talked about it anyways because I'm just so fucking bothered by it.
Yeah.
I had this, I'd say it's probably about 6 feet tall, that mirror.
Yeah.
A 6 foot tall mirror that I had gotten actually from Walmart, and I loved it. It was so nice. It was so big. It was so pretty. And I used to have it in our living room, and Rowan used to go up and give herself kisses, and she loved that mirror so much. But as she's gotten bigger, she would push on it, and it would like move a lot, and it just always made me nervous. And like, it's like my fucking life was like foreshadowing to this moment because of every time it made me nervous. So I took it out of our living room and I put it in our bathroom on our main floor because I'm like, we keep this door shut. We're not in here. Like, she's not in here ever alone. Yes. Yeah. And so, I recently too, she had like gone up to it and was kind of aggressive with it, and it made me nervous. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, like this makes me nervous. Like I should just move it. I didn't move it. I get in the shower today and it's just me and her home, and she's like, if I shut the door, one, I want to be able to know where she is and hear her and make sure she's good because like she is unsupervised for a minute and like I'm just trying to shower really fast and whatever. So I'm in the shower and like she comes and goes out of the bathroom. Like she'll come open the shower curtain, say hi to me, throw some toys in the tub, and then she leaves. Like that's usually what she does. I don't know.
Now, before anybody's judging that this mother is like leaving her child unattended, bitch,
moms need to shower too.
Yes, this whole house, that whole section that she has access to is baby-proofed.
Entirely. Like, there's nothing that she could do.
Get in anything. She can't fall on anything or anywhere. There's no damage that could happen.
Yeah, other than this, but, like, completely baby-proofed, except for my fucking mirror. My massive fucking mirror. I'm in the shower, and she had popped in to say hi. Like, I was literally in the shower maybe for like 3 minutes at this point because I was like trying to hurry because I don't like to shower when I'm home alone with her, but I had to because we had photos today and I wanted clean hair so I could whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. So I'm conditioning my hair, literally putting it all in. I keep peeking out and talking to her and looking at her, and while I'm doing this, I hear a huge fucking shatter, and then I hear screaming, and I rip the fucking shower curtain open, and I see the mirror like on our sink and tilted, and I don't see Rowan, and I see the dogs running in because they're freaking out because they hear screaming. They heard everything. Instantly, I fucking like grabbed the whole mirror and I just threw it against the wall, and I see her sitting in a pile of fucking glass everywhere, like big shards of glass, like sharp. I mean, you saw the pieces, sharp fucking pieces. Instantly, I like just grab her. Like I'm in the shower and I picked her up and pulled her into the shower with me. And she was screaming, and I think it was more just because it was a shock. It was so fucking loud, and it probably was scary. I don't know how the fuck she did not get hurt. I like truthfully have no idea. Not a scratch, not even a mark on her head from where she possibly got hit by the mirror, because that's all I'm assuming is she had to have gotten hit by it.
I'm thinking that she just walked up to it and literally just grabbed it by the edge and pushed
something,
and was standing like next to it as it fell, instead of standing like in front of it as it like fell on top of her or something like that. Because like I mean, the whole thing didn't shatter. It was mostly just the top half of it that did,
where it hit the sink.
Yeah,
where
and
it
a lot
shattered.
of it fell into the sink.
Yes,
but a decent amount fell
there
on
was
the floor.
A shit ton everywhere on the floor, like massive pieces. And like I said, I picked her up right away. I pulled her into the shower, like she's getting sprayed with water because like we have the waterfall shower head.
Yeah.
And she's crying, and I'm just holding her, and I'm like looking everywhere on her. I'm like, she's okay. We're in the shower, and I unzip her onesie and I take it off because I'm like, if there's any pieces of glass, like I don't want it on her. And I'm glad she had that on, because if anything did fall on her, like the little specks, you know, like what was all over the sink, like nothing touched her skin. So like I made sure she was good. And then I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get out of the bathroom without cutting my own fucking feet open?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like hold her. I'm fucking butt ass naked in the shower, like trying to make sure she's good, trying to calm her down. And then I find a way to like tiptoe out. I'm trying to get my dogs out of the bathroom because there's glass everywhere, and I don't want it to get in their paws and hurt them. Get the dogs out. I get Rowan out. I made sure she was fine. And then I like shut the door. I had to tiptoe back into the shower so I could rinse everything off, so I could finish my shower, so I could clean everything up. That was so scary to me. Like, I'm not even kidding you. My body was like physically shaking for like 45 minutes after.
I bet.
And then I cleaned almost all of it up, and she doesn't like when you lock her out of a room. She gets really upset because she just wants to, like, at least with me, she just wants to see me and like be around me and whatever. So I did like a majority of it. I vacuumed the floor. I got everything off of the floor, and then I just like left the shit in the sink, because I'm like, whatever. And all the big shards, I was like, I'll just fucking take care of it later. That was so traumatizing. Like I've said this before, I don't believe in God. I am not a religious person, but there was somebody or something protecting her.
Yeah.
Because that could have been so fucking bad.
And I'm very grateful that everything is okay and that she's okay.
Yes, seriously, me too. That was the scariest thing I've
experienced with her yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever want to experience anything.
But I can vouch, guys, she is 100% okay.
Yeah.
She was totally normal when I got here, and
not even a fucking scratch.
My little girl would be as playful as ever.
She was happy until she was overly tired.
Yeah, and she got real cranky.
Yeah, and then she's like, take me night. But
yeah, thank God that
she's okay.
Ended up being the way that it did. Do you think you'll ever get a mirror that big again?
If I do, it will be mounted on the wall.
Yeah.
I do really love that mirror, so I wouldn't mind getting another one, but 100% would be like completely mounted on a wall, and probably in like somewhere that she doesn't go, or high enough where like she can't fuck with it, or make sure it's real fucking secure.
Yeah.
But not anytime soon. I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm okay without that.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened, because I can only imagine how fucking scary that must have been. Just the sound of the crash just sounds terrifying.
Because it's all going into the sink too. All of the glass that broke, like on the floor of the sink, the toilet. Because after when I got home with Rowan, Ricky was here, and I went in the bathroom trying to clean up more. And she had a whole fucking meltdown, but it was everywhere. So then
that's when she first started to get cranky. That's when Rowan first started to get cranky, was when she went into the bathroom to try to clean it up quick before she took Rowan upstairs. And Rowan was just like, I am not okay with this.
Yeah, where's my mom? I need my mom. Yeah. She needs to be by me.
Maybe part of her was just like, hey, that's where the bad thing happened earlier. I don't like that you're in there.
It could have been.
Maybe.
We'll see because she loves going in the bathroom. She loves the tub because, she wants to take a tub all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, she had taken the baby upstairs to put her down, and I just know how crazy her weekend is this weekend. So I was just like, I just want to do anything I can help. So I went in there and finished cleaning out the sink so slowly. I was so afraid of cutting myself.
Yeah.
I'm a bitch, okay? I don't like no pain, so I was very clear.
Especially with glass, in those little tiny shards.
The shit you can't even see. Mm-hmm. It's like, fuck, you can't see it till it cuts you.
I know. Well, and that's I dropped a shard on my foot. Mm-hmm. In this, literally that tiny little fucking dot. Mm-hmm. But when I dropped it, there was a whole line. Because the whole fucking shard of glass, dropped onto my foot. Yeah. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I thought it was going to cut me for sure. I was just waiting to bleed. And then it was just a tiny little circle. And I was fine. But I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. It could have been so much worse. So I genuinely believe that we all got some sort of a guardian angel out there.
Yeah.
Watching over us.
I think it was her grandpa B or somebody. Or I don't know. Mm-hmm. Somebody was watching out for her. That is for sure. Mm-hmm. Thank God for that.
Thank God for that, girl.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to jump in here really quick to say that this is actually going to be the end of the episode. We had so much fun recording last time that we were together that we actually ended up recording for 2.5 hours. And so there's actually going to be a part 2 of this episode that will come out next Wednesday. So make sure you tune into that, and we will see you guys then. But thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Dramatic AF, the podcast, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.